All right, so if you've been watching some of the clips coming out of the congressional hearings or just any news anchor interviewing somebody, you're going to realize that these snippets and these clips, if you actually look at it and you discern, it is them panicking. And we're, I believe, near the end in the sense that it's all going to come crashing down very quickly, very hard, and we're going to have some kind of military intervention because the level of corruption that's happening right now with all the people that have come out of the last couple of years, the COVID crimes, right, the election steal stuff, the spying on Trump's campaign. James Comey on, I think, MSNBC said that his existence is an existential threat to just the system. And so you got to realize that these people, they're panicking and they're doing their last ditch effort. If you look with discerning eyes into, and just turn on maybe C-SPAN or something and look at some of the congressional hearings and the stuff that's already been played and broadcasted, you will look at it and you will realize there are truly criminals in government. There are truly people that have been behind the scenes doing this stuff in positions of leadership. They've been complicit in these crimes against humanity, against a depopulation effort, against tearing down the good people, the vote, right, of the American people, of society in general. And these people, it is equivalent to the complicity that they had in Nazi World War II, the Nazi Germans. These people, you look at it right now objectively, right? You look at it in history and say, oh, those guys were pure evil. They were complicit in murder. They were complicit in doing these war crimes. And you have to look at it in this time right now from maybe 20 years later and realize if you take a step back, wow, there was a poison, a woke culture poison. There was a movement going on right now for which they were on TV telling you that this is what we got to do. This is how you got to vote. This is how you got to think. And they're lying to you straight up through their teeth. And if you don't have the discernment to see that and take a step back to realize, wow, there are truly good people that are being attacked, that a lot of people are falling for, hook, line, and sinker, and saying, let's point a finger at those guys. Oh yeah, those guys are bad. But really, the bad guys are the guys that are panicking, pointing fingers, telling people they're an existential threat to the system, and doing all these things as a last ditch effort to save face and to be able to get out of all this. You're going to have people leaving the country. They're going to try to get asylum somewhere. They're going to try to escape and get citizenship somewhere. They're going to go into hiding. They're going to do different things as a last ditch effort. But realize it's not going to work. Realize that this stuff, it has to be exposed. First of all, the people, the American people, the people across the world, they have to see it first to understand it, and then justice, and then the military, and then God is going to work. He's going to strike them down. They're going to be brought to justice, and you're going to see this come to light. And we're going to be communicated in some form or fashion. Maybe it's the, I've said before, it's the EAS, the EBS, Emergency Broadcast System, or now it's called the Emergency Alert System. Look for those things. It's going to happen quickly, suddenly, and you're going to see some public form of this being brought to light. Maybe not everything is going to be brought out because it's just so gruesome, so bad that everybody can't handle and digest it. But a lot of it will come out, and it's going to come swiftly, and there's going to be justice. There is a movement in the military right now to circumvent the mainstream media. It's called the Q operation. There's many other things happening for which there are comms. Trump has been giving us lots of comms. When he attacked somebody seemingly recently, Kayleigh McEnany, with all of that, he's doing this for a reason. He's doing it so that he can protect other people. He's doing it so that he can throw the enemy off. There's a lot of detail there. There's a lot of theater. There's a lot of people playing a role and a part. There are a lot of actors, and you have to really realize why this is happening. Because at the higher level, there are people like George Soros, Bill Gates, all these guys, the Rockefellers, right? These rich people, they're trying to get them, or the good guys are trying to get them and catch them and have the people awaken to the agenda and to realize what's happening. Justice is coming. Mark my words. God is in control and he's doing something about it. But don't get caught up in the theater. Don't get caught up in waiting around thinking it's going to be until 2024. Don't think that it's impossible. God has all of it in his control. The white hats, if you want to call them that, they're in control. They're doing things systematically. It's a systematic destruction of the old guard, of the banking system, of the banking elite. All these things that have been brought up because of infiltration from within, they have infiltrated every aspect, every facet of society. And it takes a while. It takes time. You can't do it overnight. And when it comes, yes, there's going to be some pain. Yes, there's going to be some dissenting. Yes, there's going to be confusion, riots, and chaos. But at the end of it, it's going to work out for the better of society. It's going to be leading us into a kingdom age. It's going to lead us into some good times ahead. This is not just me having hopium. This is not just me saying what is wishful thinking, but rather that God already has this. He's declared it, and he's allowing this to play out for a reason. So don't give up. Don't be hopeless. Stop doubting. Trust the Lord. And in this time, what you got to do is you have to get right with the Lord. You have to repent. You have to come before him. Ask him for wisdom and discernment. Ask him what you should do in this next period, this next stage, so that you can be part of the kingdom movement, so that you can be used for good things, for great things, and you can be positioned, sanctified, Christ-like, so that in this next moment of ministry, of outreach, of spreading the gospel message, that you can partake in that. There's people in upper echelons. We don't know fully what's happening, what they're doing. Let them do their thing, pray for them. But your job is to get yourself ready in the local community, in your heart, and also for your future, because it's going to be a good time. I'm telling you, don't get caught up in all of this garbage that is confusing you and throwing you off, because for whatever reason, this fifth dimensional warfare that we are in, this information warfare that we are in, it's not for you, it's not for me, it's not for all these other people. Sometimes it is to give us encouraging words, but other times it's to throw off the enemy. It's for the normies. It's for other audiences, target audiences. So don't take all of it at face value, like I've been saying for a very long time. So love you guys. Be blessed, be encouraged. Talk to you guys very soon.